Yeah, I can see that top left.
Right, recording. Okay, welcome to Pitlane News. My name's Matthew Jordan, and I'm with Jakob Ebrey. I'm sure everyone's seen Jacob's name and face, or not so much face, but the name over a million photographs in the last few years in motorsports. But whether they've met you or seen you, we don't know behind the camera. Jakob, you are part of a four-team strong company.
Yeah, full time we are. There's myself, Mike, Stephen, who are both photographers, and Amy, who runs the office. So she's probably the most important one of the lot of us. But it's not just us four. We've got a team of top freelancers who help us out at the big events to supplement what we do. And together as a team, we hopefully produce some great images for everyone.
No, obviously, as I said, everyone's seen the name, they've seen the photographs. It's not just from the UK. It's, you know, as I said last year, I've been seeing the name several times. It wasn't until we had a chat on the phone. Was it last year? I was on the way to do a radio show. We had a little chat then, and it's been good to chat. All right, listen, Jakob has sent us a list of, I think it's probably about 12 or 13 photos of the best.
Favourite 10.
Well, I think it's more than 10, isn't it? But the favourite 10, yeah. So this is the first time doing it. Here we go. Going to screen share. And we're going to go into, here we go. Straight into the classic.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. This was Snetterton touring cars last year, which I think was about the penultimate round.
I think you're right, yes.
So this was coming out of the big hairpin, not the first one, but the second one, Agostini's.
Yeah.
And bizarrely, obviously, I totally planned this, but the top four in the championship came out nose to tail, bang into each other. So going into the last round, I believe that was the top four in the championship. Not in the right order.
It's Ingram.
Yeah.
Sutton, Turkington, Camish.
Yeah. Though my OCD, I don't think I got them in the right order of the championship points.
Oh, okay.
You can't have everything. But for me...
Photoshop.
Yeah, I know, just move that to the left. But for me,
also, if I remember as well, if I remember on the day, so I was obviously watching it, that track isn't designed for that four cars anyway, is it either?
No, not at all.
And if you look at the back of Dan's car there, you see there was that whole race was a bit of an argy-bargy, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is brilliant. I mean, it shows how close the racing is.
It was fantastic, and unfortunately, he didn't quite pull it off. But it was a close one, and I do think that Ash, he deserved the win for sure.
Yeah,
he fought for it all season, and he had some amazing runs. So it went to the worthy champion for sure. But that's a great. That is my favourite from the whole year, to be honest.
Oh, really? That's good.
It was. I think I posted it without asking you last year.
Well, a lot of them were there to be shared. So.
Well, yeah. At least I did ask you in the end. I think I did speak to you at first because I do know the basic etiquette. I got a bit of a telling off from motorsport.com last year as well. So, but that was on Instagram, so I don't care. Right. The next one is it's going to. Oh, this is so easy.
Oh, look at that. So this is qualifying at Knockhill, and basically. Well, it's half an hour session, but to get a clear lap at Knockhill is not the easiest place in the world.
That's right.
On his qualifying lap, all four wheels off. So technically, that car has left the circuit.
That's flying, yeah. Well, that just completely depicts what I was mentioned earlier about him having some flying rounds, and that's literally him flying around. Yeah, that is. Oh, that's crazy.
And he's saving tyres at the same time.
Of course, only for about 0.3 of a second, but you do that on every corner. It all adds up, doesn't it?
Good point.
On the carbon, but that's So how far away from this picture were you?
I think that's taken on about a 300 or 400 mil lens. So
looking at the big jobs.
Yeah, it's probably cropped a bit as well because you can't shoot. Well, that's one of the good things with digital now.
Yeah,
you wouldn't shoot it as tight as you could because you wouldn't know if that car was going to shoot off to the left or the right.
Right, gotcha.
You leave yourself a little bit of space around it and give it a little crop afterwards.
Okay.
But I mean, try and shoot everything how it should be as the end product, but you better give yourself a bit of leeway just in
Yeah.
case.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Getting all the inside tips here as well.
I know, giving it all
Anybody
away
photographers
today.
listening in here, write this down. Right, actually, I'm enjoying this this Zoom interview. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, we're both a bit nervous. And then the man himself.
Ah, well, yeah. Basically,
Yeah. I love his driving. I love his driving. He's not very good at responding to WhatsApp, bless him, but he's a great driver.
well, yeah, one of the good things in our line of work is you are there for the initial reaction. And literally, this is just after Asher won the championship.
Oh, really?
To go to his ITV interview here, which was done this year off remote cameras. So he got out of the car, celebrated, stood on the car, hugged what team was allowed to go near him. And then this is just before the TV interview. I think
the moment it hit him.
Yeah, that he'd won the championship had hit him.
Yeah, and you can see in his eyes. He looks.
Yeah, to be there as it happened.
Yeah, amazing.
To the image really tries. Well, we try and give people an insight as if they were there. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, that's the beauty of your work. You know, you can, especially in the last year or two. TV's been great, but were you at Silverstone?
Yes.
I was at Silverstone, and there's such the regulations, and he couldn't go here. I couldn't film. It's just new to me. This is obviously I was there with Matt Neal, but I was told the rules that I'd signed, and I didn't. To be honest, I didn't check them, but I couldn't film from the garage looking into the track.
Yeah.
What? And I forgot, and I went down to Park Fairmay, and I got it right. You know, because it's obviously all the but it wasn't the same without the crowds there. TV was great to watch it, but it felt. It was like going to a nightclub. You know, there's outdoor festivals when you all penning with 6 people. The music was there and the people were there, but it was almost like it's just not the same. So
yeah, no, it does need the crowd.
Yeah, it's just the whole people walking around. Just you know, everyone's on tenterhooks as well.
Yeah,
it's bizarre. Listen, the masks are important, but they're not pleasant, really. Not all the time.
No.
Right. Well, he's a champion. Oh my God! How that's about 15 feet in the air. Is that F3?
Yeah. Well, this is another champ. Yes, it is Formula 3. Another championship moment. This is Kaylin Frederick when he'd won the British F3 Championship. The first American to ever win it, I believe, and literally is jumping for joy. I mean, that is a reaction and a half.
Sure, he's not got one of those ejector seats from James Bond.
Well, I don't know, but he got away at the end, so he might have done.
I've seen, yeah, obviously it's not trigger the camera, but you see these guys jump out of the car. But that does look like it's about. Is it an angle thing, or is he about 8 feet in the air?
No, he jumped off the top of it, so he did get.
Right. That's crazy, isn't it?
But as well as his ejector seat, he also had an.
He's got a parachute.
Smoke.
Do a bit of parachute on there as well. In fact, he's actually you could do a bit of parachute coming down. That could be this year's meme. That could be this year's meme. We can meme that.
Yeah.
A JEB meme for the year.
Yeah. We can put him on.
So who was that again? That was
Kaylin Frederick,
American guy.
Championship. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really watch the F3 this year much. Obviously, I was engrossed in F4 and tied to BTCC and stuff. But this year we're going to follow more Formula stuff, and I've got a little bit of a deal with the F2 guys, F2 Insider. So we're going to share a lot of their content because we just can't cover the whole lot, but we'd like to cover the whole lot. So. Yeah, fingers crossed for this year, some more content. Right, this Goodwood you said earlier.
Yep, a BMW 328 from the late 90s.
328.
Yep.
Isn't that also a is it? Isn't it?
Yeah, but
the same model. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think they've updated it slightly though.
yeah, it's got one.
It's like the most beautiful styled car.
That is. It's very much. It's got a bit of a D-type Jag to it.
Yeah,
a fatter D-type Jag. Cool. Yeah, on roids. But definitely the back end is Jaguar-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, but it predates that probably by.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
So how old is that? Do you know?
Late 30s, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but it's so. I mean, Goodwood is amazing anyway. But this year at the Speed Week event, which we covered, It was, as you can see, it's still quite golden.
Yeah.
All leaves and everything made it so cool.
That looks like, yeah, so that's a classic picture, that is. Was that, okay, one question, this is the inside information question on JEB. Was that a one-off shot, or did you take 25, 30, and that's the best of the best?
Probably about 10 or 15.
Okay, that's right, okay.
Everything.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then to do that picture, the camera is actually it's on the ground.
Yeah.
You're not actually looking
You haven't
at
been drinking then?
Yeah, I just dropped it. Now, you're not looking at what you're taking at the time.
Right.
The camera's on the ground, you're just pressing the button.
Okay, so it's a bit of a hit.
Focused. Yes, exactly. So you need to try and make sure you're in the right place.
That is great, isn't it? That's a beautiful photo.
It's cool.
And did that race? Did it race?
That was just doing demonstrations.
Right. What was the engine? Is that of interest?
Not a clue.
No. Right.
Oh, this is also a good one. This is the assembly area before the first race on Sunday morning, and the sun was coming up just before they went out to the first race. It's so cool, though.
But you know what? You can actually feel the vibe, because you know what you know what's going through. You've been there 1,000 times before. You can feel the excitement of what's going to happen that day.
Well, see, I still get nervous for the drivers. I know it sounds stupid, but it's all the pent up.
You can almost smell it. You can feel it in the air. Not anxiety, but maybe some kind of sort of excitement, anxiety, sort of, because it is, they are to get into anything that's going that fast, of whatever level, getting
especially around now, which is quite dangerous as well, and in the older cars.
It's not like you've got all the suspension over new stuff. But that's well captured though. You can, as you said, you can feel being there. You can feel the atmosphere, which is to feel an atmosphere from the photo. That shows a bit of expertise. Right. No, that's one's good. This is again on the floor again, Jacob. Come on.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on the ground. So
it's a hard job. There's a lot of lying down. That's Jensen, isn't it?
It is indeed. And what I like about a lot of the photographs I like taking are before and after the events. So literally, I'd been to do a team shot of the Barwell team, which had won the championship, and all the cars were left outside in the dark while all the teams were packing away. So there was loads of cool photos to be had.
Wicked,
just sat about, and this was just, I don't know, the fact that the two gents...
Well, again, you've captured something that's just unique, because normally you don't often see a car on its own.
No, exactly.
Especially a racing car. You see all these Lambos and stuff and photos that they're on their own, but when I've done so many 24 hours with the Coventec team. It's the cars are either with the pit team or being fixed on, or they're in a garage shut up. They're never on their own like this. So it's almost like it's like I can't explain it. It's like when you all see a child with a parent.
Yeah.
A child running around on the beach on its own, and you look around. That's a bit strange. It's a bit of a strange comparison, but it's unusual to see a child on their own. But it's the same as the car. So it's that feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I get that completely. So So
where was this? This is Silverstone.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that again. It's just captured this sort of. You almost feel a bit sorry for the cars, like
Well, they've had a hard day. They've done 500k each.
Yeah, they're knackered.
Yeah, so they needed a little bit of rest.
Now this was the because didn't Jensen invite the World Gamer? Or was that is that this year?
No, that's this year. In the second car, the one behind, that was driven by Michael O'Brien, but he was paired up with James Baldwin.
That's right.
World's fastest gamer contest.
Okay. And how did he do last year? Do you know?
Exceptionally well.
Oh, really?
So well that Michael and him won the first round of the championship and were in contention going to the final round.
Brilliant.
So from driving a computer to a McLaren, that's not a bad progression.
Well, didn't he come from racing first, though?
A very, very little bit.
Yeah.
But nothing.
No. Oh, yeah. It's a great way through. I've got mixed emotions on gaming. It's a great tool for a driver, but it's a mix. We'll not go. That's another interview. my gaming thoughts. It's a great tool, but I don't think it deserves a lot of the press it's getting in regards to.
I think if you're quick in one thing, you're quick in everything. So.
Yeah. But you can't hide the fact that the real life fear of going on a car around a bend at 100 miles an hour, and it doesn't compare. That takes training.
I get scared going to the shops though. So
well, they're doing that these days, yeah. But it's right. Let's go next. Oh, hello.
Are you not feeling queasy?
that is bizarre. Yeah, that's one of those ones that gets your eyes, but straight to the middle. Is that a Lamborghini?
In the middle, the car is a Corvette, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yep. But what I was going to say is this is last year, Daytona 24 Hours. Obviously, this year's race happened the weekend just gone, but we didn't go this year, but we've been for the previous 10 years.
But did you choose not to go?
Well, we just didn't have the right work there. So,
right. But you could have gone because if these influencers are going to Dubai doing online fitness courses, then surely this counts as work, or is it not essential?
It is essential to pay the mortgage.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But this year just didn't line up, so
fair enough.
I'm not really in the business of just going to make up the numbers.
No.
So we made the decision not to go.
And how is this? How is this? What's the sort of the what's the word? It's not a filter, is it? What's the technique?
No, it's just shot on a really slow shutter speed, so about a tenth of a second. Just get a motion into the picture.
Yeah.
Kind of got to try and focus on one car by being as smooth as you can.
Yeah.
Without the other background and everything.
So you actually camera moves with the car.
Yes, you follow that car. Yeah.
Catch it. Okay, brilliant.
But it's quite cool at the start of the race because the grandstand seats are all multicoloured and there's quite a few spectators there, but they don't spend a lot of time in that stand. They tend to watch the start.
Yeah, and then go and get some beer.
Yeah. So.
Welcome to America.
Exactly. So, but.
Right, let's move on.
Cool.
I'm sick. I love it. Oh, speaking of feeling sick, I've been there before.
Yeah. This is Tim Lazell, who's a motorsport artist, having a bit of a slide at Goodwood in his BMW. Actually, I love the old cars going sideways, and this is perfect.
Well, I saw the old minis there
they're amazing
last year, and it's just to see those little cars and the wheels like this. It's a different ball game, you know.
I know how you've got the car control to do that. It's beyond me. But yeah,
I think it's just knowing the car like it's part of the body, isn't it?
Yeah, right? But the thing I like this is he's looking exactly where he wants to go still. Yeah. And I'm sure, and the wheels are going exactly where he wants to go, but I'm not sure the rest of the car.
He's got a bit of a brown underpants
at moment in time.
That looks like is it? Did he save it?
Yeah, he saved it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Well, obviously by judgment. So
yeah, exactly. There we go.
Look at that.
The moody ones again.
Yeah, but this is going back to like the one of the McLarens in the pit lane. This was taken at the end of one day, and the Iron Lynx team here are just practicing pit stops for the race the next day.
Right.
As the sun's going down. So for me, this is a total box ticker of pictures. So it's got Ferrari GT car, driver pent up, ready to go, sunset. This is at Paul Ricard for European Le Mans series. I don't know.
It has got everything. You've got the sun just flicking over. You've got the colours, the blurredness here. The driver's in. You've even got the little sunspot here.
Yeah,
the whole thing is.
He's holding that for me.
Yeah, it's just it's like a perfect composition, isn't it?
But then it was just there though. You know what I mean? And I like things which aren't contrived or posed. It's just the way it happened at the time. So
that's
cool.
So just before we get to the end, are you going to be able to say you've got the best one of the lot? Is that going to be too hard?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll pause that question. This is a Lamborghini.
It is indeed. Although there's
pun.
a lot of bonuses to come out of COVID, right? But the one bonus to come out of it was they delayed the season.
Yes.
Which was to have some fantastic light for photographs at the end of the year. So this was taken at Silverstone at the final round of British GTs on the Friday afternoon. They had a test session, and this was just as the sun was setting. And it's taken through a lot of trees at the exit of Abbey Corner. So all that blur is golden leaves on trees.
That's crazy, isn't it? It's just yeah. That's the sort of thing you can stare at. That's the sort of thing will make a nice print on a wall.
It would do.
Like it's just something you just come in. It's like almost like mesmerizing, actually.
Yeah, what warms you up as well looking at it.
Well, yeah, it's just a great. It's just it's blurry. It's all the colours. It's warm, but then you've got the car on the top left. But it's mesmerizing. In fact, because I'm so old, listen,
I used to have to take photographs on film, and for me that would be the perfect picture for a layout in a magazine.
Yes,
you'd have to compose it that you'd have to put the center line down the middle, and then the text would be on one side or both sides.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I still think
middle spread.
Right, yeah.
And then
I think like layout for text in the magazine as opposed to the layout on the internet.
No, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, I can picture it now. Oh dear.
Oh no, that's had a bit of a disaster. Topical and still life at the same time.
Exactly, but
another
topical,
picture.
Is it useful? Did it work?
Well, I don't think it got any fluids on me, so
exactly.
So I think it did do its job.
And that's the GT40, isn't it?
Yeah, also at Goodwood, and I think I'm not sure it did the second race like that, but it made for a good picture anyway.
I do love those cars. It's like driving a credit card.
Yeah,
they're so wide and so they're so low.
With a lot of interest.
Was it Top Gear, or was it what's the name that took the new one out, the GT40, a few years ago, and he took it somewhere in France and kept getting stuck because it was that wide. It's a not a town design, a car designed for towns.
No,
it is beautiful.
Absolutely. Stunning though.
Yeah, and obviously history as well. Here we are, Camish again.
Well, the first picture we looked at with the 4 contenders coming out of the corner, was taken precisely about 5 seconds after this photo, because this is the car.
So how did you get from there to there then?
I didn't move.
Listen, you're good.
Yeah, but literally, if you look here, Dan is getting a little push.
Yes,
to the back of Smiley. So they all
concentrate. Because didn't Smiley go off?
He may have run.
I think there's a bit of because remember, because I think that Matt had come off. They were having issues with the brakes, and if you see Dan's are also glowing up, and they were worried about the brakes going.
Yeah, but I think Dan's driving style literally does
provoke.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he left foot brakes, so he carries the pedal seems to be like that a lot more.
That's a crack.
A few of them do, but obviously people pick up on Dan's because of the end of the championship last year.
Yeah, it was a close one. It was a very close one. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, definitely. But that's brilliant though. The fact that the cars lit up the wheels for me and did a bit of flaming at the same time as running into each other.
Wow, is that his exhaust?
Yeah.
Have they got a side exhaust on their Hondas?
Yeah, they're cool. They are.
Of course they have. Oh, they must have. Yeah. That's a great one. Oh, I feel like I want to go back straight away. I do. Fingers crossed that this year they give some restrictions.
Yeah. Oh, this one's really cool. That's Emerson's youngest son helping fasten his dad's helmet up before he goes for a run out in a Lotus F1 car.
Mini Fittipaldi.
Exactly.
That's a great one, isn't it?
Look at Emerson's hand there, because I am the saddest anorak in the world. He's got his Indy 500.
This thing here?
Yeah.
Can I zoom in on that? Can I zoom in? Oh, I've lost it.
Hang
on a second. This is the downfalls of
This is people like us with technology. Don't give them away.
1, 2, 4. Hang on. See, I've ruined the whole interview. Right, okay, that's his Indy 500 ring.
Yep.
Brilliant. That's great, isn't it?
So if everyone goes closer to the screen instead of Matthew zooming in.
Yes, no, I'll learn that later. I'll learn that when we're not recording, how to zoom in. I think if I go in, I can't see it. Blind. That's a great photo. And he's got a bell helmet as well. Nice bell helmet.
Oh, it's cool, that one, isn't it?
That is the GS7, I believe. Anyway, let's not talk about helmets. That's my old job. That's a great photo. Where was that again?
Another one from Goodwood, actually.
Okay. Brilliant.
It's really, really cool.
Now, this is another one that makes you sort of... That's a fairground effect, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's a special...
Explain that one. Explain the circular... I can see the car. I didn't see it earlier.
Well...
Is that the car?
Yeah, that is a car. And there's a lake in there as well.
There's a what?
So this was at Daytona last year at night.
That's a lake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so believe it or not, there's a grandstand in this photo, a fairground, and a lake.
Right, so it is it is a fairground.
Yeah, it is, and literally from
amazing.
Top of the spotters tower at Daytona at night, we'd finished photographing the fireworks, and then I tried to do some cool pans of the cars through the fairground wheel. They're on the other side of the oval there, and it took ages because obviously the fairground lights run on a preset program.
Right.
So some of them were really good and some were terrible. It took literally about 20 minutes to get that one picture.
But all the colours, it's almost like it's as if somebody's graphically designed a print on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that that's actually come from a natural photographer. That's.
And it's a real life fairground as well.
That's correct. Well, listen, that has to be my favourite, purely on the technical side.
It's the only one you could probably wear on a t-shirt as well.
Well, I want that. I've got a guy called a friend of mine, Habs, who does all the VDJs for Coxie and stuff. Carl Cox. It's the sort of stuff that he'd sort of play with. That sort of things, in the background.
Yeah.
But that is actually amazing. That one. That's got to take the biscuit. Well, that's all. We'll have a vote. We'll do a little vote online. We'll have people voting what they think the best one is.
Okay.
We can do a prize. I'm not sure we can offer, but
I'll have a think. I'm sure.
Have a think about a prize. Yeah, that'd be great. And I'll have a think as well. Something we get some T-shirts and stuff done and some things done for Pitlane News. So we'll have a little put our heads together. We'll do a little prize, something, and then we'll run a competition to see what they think. But I'm telling you now, that one's going to win.
You reckon? Well, I don't know.
I think. And if I'm right, I get a prize as well. No, here we go. Elbows out. Explain this one.
Well, it took a long time for the British Touring Cars to get started this year, but when they did, it was definitely worth it. This is Brands Hatch on lap 1 of the first race at Brands.
Was it the first lap?
Yeah, it's the first lap going into Graham Hill. And I think there's argy-bargy involved.
It's like a film for gladiators. It's like if it's like a gladiator sort of scene.
I dread to think what was going through poor Tom Ingram's head at this exact moment.
Where's Ingram? Oh yeah, so he's gangsters, isn't he? Of course he is.
Yeah. So,
that is pure carnage.
I know.
But obviously they've been waiting, haven't they? They've been waiting a long time as well to get out there and do things and stuff.
And then
that's Proctor. Is it the right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But everyone's in there. They're all having a go.
Yeah, it's like a who's who, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's a mad old race. But I think they all got going again. So.
Yeah, I don't think he did very much. Let's not mention Neat. Bless him. He got a battering this last season, didn't he?
I know.
Social media. Do you know what? They can be so cruel. Social media. These BTC groups, they are. Have you been on them?
Yeah.
They are brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Well, he's got the same right as everyone else to be out there.
Yeah, exactly. They don't realise it. They think, give up a seat. These guys pay. They train. They've got their licenses. They've raised the sponsorship. They've done everything to get in there. It's not like it's been given to them.
No, exactly.
Yeah, Yeah, there's some of the fans, all these armchair fans. It's quite interesting. Anyway, but it's not. They are our audience as well. So we love you, fans. Okay, have we got any more? I think that's the lot.
Really?
Yeah, that is the lot. We've come to the end.
Blimey.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
Well, I hope that's been a good little insight.
You know what? I know it took a while to get you here. I did think that you were.
I'm not there. I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here. I'm not there.
I know, but I'll show the viewers later all the missed calls. Are you ready? And I thought you like. I didn't think you fancied the idea, and I wasn't.
No, I do. I'm just.
Well, do you know what? I've enjoyed it for one.
That's cool.
I could have written down your answers in between on the messages, and I'll put the photos down on the post as well.
Yeah, do that. That'd be really good.
People get to see you behind the camera. It's to sort of see your points of view and how it was taken. I think it's a good way forward in sort of future interviews. So I'm quite happy it's gone really well.
That's cool.
Brilliant. Listen, Jacob, thank you for your time.
I'll
thank you in this, and we'll set up a competition for the viewers as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure I can dig out a prize for the winner.
We'll make a plan and whatever. We'll do a little competition and get a bit of But listen, Jacob, what a great little. Was it quarter of an hour? A bit longer, I think.
I know, probably longer. I'm good at talking.
I enjoyed every second, and I thank you for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Matt. Take care.
Recording now. We'll have a chat afterwards.
See you later, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
How do I stop recording? I think we have to enter. We have to finish the conversation up.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let me stop the sharing.
Just be careful with your screen sharing, though.
Hey. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm still recording, by the way. Right.
That's fine.
Let's stop the recording.